Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel for the last few months or so, I don't know how long it's been actually, but I've been documenting me trying to sell some options for some extra income. And today is a good day that I remind myself, luckily for me, this isn't all of my portfolio. Most of my portfolio is in index funds and broadly diversified funds, which on days like today and yesterday, I'm very thankful for. And today I wanted to make a video because I would like to reiterate the pitfalls of selling options, what you can learn from me. A lot of people, they like to go on YouTube, they like to sell options and show you how to make $10,000 a month, quote unquote, safely with one individual stock, which I think is nuts. And not many people talk about the risks when it comes to selling puts. And though I do think selling options is a great way, at least thus far, maybe I'm gonna destroy my portfolio, but thus far I think it's a good way to make some extra income. I do think, just like with any investment, there is inherent risk. And before we get started, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. That way you can follow along with me as I sell options, or at least try to make some money doing so. And if you're looking to sell options and you don't have a Robinhood account yet, I'll have a link in the description. You can use it to get some free stock when you sign up, and it helps out the channel. And I think Robinhood has the best user interface for selling options, hands down. Before we get on my spreadsheet, we'll see actually a lot of trades happened. And also, if you've been following and this spreadsheet looks different, I revamped the spreadsheet to make it look better and also keep it more organized. And all of the trades you see on here, for the most part, are me rolling some puts that I sold. And really high level, rolling is just a way for you to extend time that you sold this put before expiration in hopes that the stock will recover. And a lot of times, if you do this correctly, you can actually make some extra money rolling your options. So for a lot of these, I actually profited in some premium doing so. And this last line here, something I don't talk about as often as maybe I should because I think it's the best stock to sell puts on, and that is the ETF SPY. I just don't talk about it as much because it takes a lot of capital to trade the SPY. I'm trying to trade the wheel on SPY, and it takes tens of thousands of dollars, which I know is quite a lot. And actually, this should be a call because I own 100 shares because I previously sold a put and it was assigned. But anyway, I was heavily selling puts before the Fed decision that crashed a lot of stocks. And I sold a lot of puts on one particular stock that I really like and I've had since 2020 or maybe 2021, and that's Sofi. In fact, as of right now, I have 3 puts that I sold that expire this Friday. I sold a couple calls today to start trading the wheel on Sofi, which, yeah, it might not be the most optimum time, but it's something I want to continuously do. I have 2 more puts right here at a $15 strike price for next Friday, and then another one at $16. And then further on down the line, some that I rolled, I have a $15.50 for January 3rd, and then February 21st, way out there, a $15 put. And so what I can learn from what happened this week is not to go so heavy at one time. I always like to have a little bit of buffer in case something like this in the market occurs, right? If we get like a global stock market dip, it would be great to have some extra money to go ahead and sell more puts on the stocks that you like. And I think that's something I would like to learn from this experience, is to just have more buffer and just have more cash waiting there on the sidelines. Don't have it all deployed all at once, because that's what I did. I was getting greedy. I was continually selling more puts, and I don't have any cash now that I could just go ahead and deploy to sell more puts on. And then another pitfall of selling puts is if you don't sell a put on a stock that you intend on owning, that is a big red flag. I sold some puts on the ticker symbol MSTX, which is an ETF that's double leveraged and it follows MicroStrategy. And you got really, really good premium because of how volatile that ETF is. And unfortunately for me, I was assigned 100 shares and MSTX has tanked $40 or so in the last couple days. So what does this mean? Well, what it basically means is I can either sell these at a loss, and a major loss right now, or I have to hold these 100 shares and wait it out and see if it will ever recover. And is MSTX really a stock that I long-term believe in? Probably not. I do believe in Bitcoin. Maybe it's a little bit asinine to sell puts on this stock when Bitcoin's at an all-time high. I kind of see that. But for the long term, I am a believer in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is a proxy for Bitcoin. Therefore, you think I would be bullish on MSTX. So I'm okay with holding it for the time being. But when it comes to something just like the SPY or Sofi or another company that I'm actually believing in, and I think they have a good product, is MSTX the one? Most likely not. And so it makes it harder when you sell puts on stocks that you don't generally see yourself owning, because if you get assigned those shares, it might hit you emotionally. And emotions when it comes to the stock market are two things that don't mix. Because when emotions occur, that's when you tend to make the most mistakes. And if you sell a put on a stock you don't like, and also you don't just have to like it, you have to agree to buy that stock at the strike price. And if you do that with emotions, things are bound to go wrong. So I just wanted to highlight some of the pitfalls when it comes to selling puts. It doesn't mean I'm going to not continue selling puts in the future, because I plan to. It's not like I'm quitting anytime soon. But I always like to reflect when something goes wrong and see what can I learn from that. And then hopefully I don't continue doing it, because you guys can hold me accountable if I do. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you're handling the last couple days if you're selling options. And I hope to see you in a future video.